Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Sasha. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the new Morphe foundation. If you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on this new foundation, just keep on watching. Come on! Oh, so fierce! This is a Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation. It does say it lasts up to 24 hours. It's sweat-proof, transfer-resistant, water-resistant, free of oils, fragrance, and parabens. It's great for all skin types. I did pick up this foundation in Ulta, but you also can find it on the Ulta website as well as the Morphe website and store at Morphe. It is 1 fluid ounce and retails for $18. Now, the packaging reminds me so much of the L'Oreal Infallible and L'Oreal Pro Glow foundations, so I just wanted to mention that. Hey guys, so today we are going to be trying out the new Morphe foundation. This is a matte foundation. So I did tell you guys some stuff about the foundation like I always do at the beginning before we get started. So I'm starting off with the clean face. If you guys are noticing this, yes, I was sick like I told you guys, and I just tore up my nose, so it's healing. It's completely healed. It's just like kind of got that leftover scab thing. I'm so sorry that you guys have to deal with this, but I wanted to put this video out while it was still kind of relevant, so it was kind of like either take one for the team or just don't do it at all, girl. So I'm going to go ahead and take one for the team for you guys and get on here looking crazy. Just don't mind it, it'll be gone in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and prime. I've already moisturized. I'm going to be using 2 primers. I'm starting off with the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I love this primer. It does such a great job of adding extra moisture on top of my moisturizer, as well as creating like a nice like smooth canvas. So I really like it. I put about 1.5 pumps in my hand, and then I make sure I put it everywhere, like on my forehead and everything. And if you guys are noticing, I have some new hair on, girl. You guys can check out this review right here. It is hair from Be Hair. I'm really enjoying this hair. It's so cute, and in its natural state, it looks even better. So after I have this one in, I'm going to go in with my Cover FX Blurring Primer. This is their new packaging. If you guys haven't tried it out, I definitely recommend you guys try this out. And if you guys haven't entered the giveaway I'm doing on my Instagram, you guys should check it out. We're giving away, I think we're giving away like 8 of these primers, so go ahead and check it out. I did partner up with Cover FX for that. And I love this primer because it just fills in all my pores. It minimizes the appearance of the wrinkles that I have on the like my crow's feet and stuff like that. So I love that. And it just, again, adds that extra smoothness I need to create a nice smooth slate to put this makeup on, girl. You don't want to go in with a rough face. You want it to look all nice and smooth and hydrated. So now that I'm done with that, I usually go in with my brows, but lately I've been doing brows after, so I'm going to continue with that. I want to try one side with moisturizer, I want to try one side with a Morphe sponge, and then I'm going to try the other side with the Morphe, where are you? I'm going to use, on the other side, a Morphe brush, so we can see what the difference be looking like. I'm going to go ahead and put my hair out, girl, and let's get started. Now, this is supposed to be a matte foundation. I haven't opened it. If you guys want to know anything about the shade range, they did come out with quite a bit of shades to choose from. The only problem and con I really have to say about that is when I went to the Ulta store to go purchase this, it was a complete headache. If it wasn't for the fact that my phone died, I would have recorded the madness. It had like such the ghettoest setup ever. It was so raunchy. It had just like a little sign they printed out that said how much the foundation was and Morphe, and that was it. And they were all just piled right there together. They weren't even organized or anything. One of the guys even at the benefit counter was asking me, "Do you work here?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "You've been here for a long time." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I think I'm stealing." I'm like, "Well, this setup is freaking madness, and I'm trying to find my shade, and they don't really have any pictures to go along with it." I know with NYX, when I went to go look for their foundation, I had quite the time as well, especially because it kind of like got deeper or oxidized or whatever. But at least they have pictures. They didn't have any pictures, so it was pretty crazy to find my shade. I tried my best. I went over to the Too Faced area, and I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of dots so we can get started because I'm just yapping away. I went over to the Too Faced area, and I noticed that it was just crazy over there, the way they had it set up, but at least I could find the shade I knew I was using, because, you know, I'm familiar with what I have in that brand, or what shade I am in that brand. So I went ahead, I'm going to color correct just because I always color correct anyways. So I went ahead and I, you know, ended up trying to compare a shade that I have in Too Faced to that one. And I ended up picking this shade. Now they didn't have all the shades there to choose from. And like I said, it was like pretty crazy. I should have just done one side because I don't know how fast this is going to dry. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to do this side with the sponge. And I'll do the other side with the brush just so I can get this blended in. Because I have a feeling matte is going to dry fast. So blending it in right now, it feels really nice blending in. It doesn't really have a fragrance to me. Well, it does. It doesn't smell like much. And it's like a weird smell. It's not like anything pleasant or florally or anything like that. I don't think it's anything that'll bother you. Right now, looking at the monitor, like in the camera, it's not too bad. And in person, it actually matches really well. I'm going to definitely go outside and take a picture for you guys to show you guys how it looks outside. Because I do want to see that. But anyways, like I was saying, the whole setup was so crazy, and it was a little bit of a challenge to find my shade. And I'm just hoping this works because all that time I spent in there was crazy. But the good thing about it is I ended up talking to some girl, and she's like, oh my god, we have the Jeffree Star palette in. Last time you came, you were looking for it. And I'm like, yeah, I was looking for it. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up right here. I was like, I was looking for it. And she was just like, yeah, well, we just got it in today. You should get it. So I picked up that too. So I'm not sure if in this video I'll share the look with you guys because I kind of just want this to be about the foundation because I do kind of want to do a little bit of a wear test because it says it lasts for 24 hours. Of course, I'm not going to wear it for 24 hours like I always say, but might as well do a wear test. So I'm taking the remainder of that on the other side. Now, I can't really tell how much product I put on because it doesn't have a pump, but that's okay. I just kind of used as much product as I usually would use when I use my L'Oreal Infallible. This consistency is very similar. I'm going to go in on this side with the Morphe M4.39 and just go ahead and blend this out. Now, I do have to say it doesn't dry down as quickly as I was expecting, which is nice because you have some time to work with it. Or at least for me, it didn't dry down, and I appreciate that because sometimes, you know, shit happens and you get interrupted and you can't finish blending out the rest. Now, usually with the matte foundation, I like to go in with the sponge more often than not just because it's a lot more drying, and this adds for a little bit more moisture, if you know what I mean. But this blended out beautifully with either one, so I honestly wouldn't care if I didn't have my sponge or I didn't have my brush. Either one blended out nicely. They both look similar coverage. It's pretty full coverage. You could probably build this up a lot more if you wanted to, but I honestly don't feel like I need to. What I am going to do though, because I'm really liking it, it's not transferring or sticking, like feeling sticky or anything, but I want to see if it changes color at all, because inside of the store it got like a little deeper, but it took such a while to set that by the time I left it was already kind of too late. Like I didn't really notice because it didn't set in completely. But right now I'm liking the coverage. I like how it blended out. The consistency felt nice. It doesn't feel too drying. So if you're like really dry, I don't think you're gonna like absolutely hate it. You definitely really need to moisturize, but if you're oily, this is going to be good because it's super matte, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like that tight, like want to like suck up your face. Like how my NYX feels. Like my NYX, where are you at? Where is that NYX at? It's around here somewhere. The NYX, it feels like I have to spray, otherwise I look like so bad. And don't ever think you're gonna set that NYX one if you're like dry, because girl, no, even if you're dry you shouldn't even be using that foundation. But I like how it doesn't feel anything like that. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back. Okay guys, so this is the final look. Let me know down in the comment box below if you guys want me to film this look for you guys, because I definitely can. I'm actually really liking that Jeffree Star, oh my god, that James Charles palette. It's so good. I really like it. I've only tried out a few of the colors, but so far I'm liking it. I did a little lip combo using the Too Faced Metallic liquid lipstick in the color I Dare You, and I also used a Morphe shade in True Story. So let's go ahead and do a wear test right now. I'm really liking the foundation. I think it looks really nice. It definitely doesn't need to be set in my personal opinion, at least as far as I'm seeing right now. But we'll definitely see how it lasts. It looks super nice. I like how my skin looks, the glow looks, everything looks good. I'm just loving this. So let's just go ahead and do a wear test. Right now it's about 12:43. If you guys can see, it's a little blurry. So as you guys can see, it's about 12:43. I'm going to go ahead and do a wear test. I'm going to try to keep this on as long as possible, and at least until I start looking like really ratchet and I need to take it off. And we'll see like what time it starts breaking up and all that good stuff, how it holds up. Who knows, it might just last long enough where I don't have to do any of that. I'm going to go ahead and fix my edges again, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Guys, I'm recording right now from my car on my cell phone, so if the quality is not as good, I apologize. But I wanted to share with you guys how it looked outside. So again, I'm in my car, but you get the idea, right? Guys, I'm going to go ahead and try this all over again. I went ahead and tried to edit this video, and some of the files were corrupted, so I'm kind of annoyed right now, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and do this all over again. I kind of just want to tell you guys my experience. I don't really want to do a wear test. I always feel like I do a wear test, and this says 24 hours. I'm honestly not going to be wearing this for 24 hours, so I kind of think that it's just pointless, I guess. I just want to tell you guys how it wore throughout the day in my personal opinion on the foundation. Now, let me just go ahead and get straight to the point. I like the foundation. I know a lot of people have mixed opinions about the foundation, but in my personal opinion, sorry, my wig is slipping. My personal opinion, I think this foundation is actually really beautiful. The finish was nice. I personally feel like if you're moisturizing and priming properly, you should be fine. It shouldn't be too drying unless you actually have dry skin. Now me, I have combination oily. You guys know I get really oily in my T-zone, and I have to say that about after 7 to 8 hours of wear, I was getting very shiny in my forehead and in my chin area, and especially right here in those areas. Given I do put highlight on my cheek area, so I do expect it to get a little bit more glowy in that area throughout the day, just because it already has that glow there. So it kind of enhances it. But I felt like it did a great job of lasting. Yesterday, I was out and about. It was a little bit warmer outside than it's been lately, so it did hold up. This does say it's sweat proof and all of that good stuff. I didn't have any breakage around my mouth area, where you guys know I perspire like quite a bit. So usually the first thing, I'm sweating right now, guys. Literally, it's warm as hell in here, and I have this wig on. So, you know, I do get sweaty around my lip, as you guys can see right here. I'm always sweaty in my lip area, and it did not break up. All I do is like fan myself, let it like cool down again, and it just settles back in place without creating any smile lines or anything crazy like that. So I was very, 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 very pleased with the foundation. Now, I know earlier I was comparing it to the NYX, because lately I've been wearing my NYX foundation because I am pretty much out of, where's my Fenty? I'm pretty much out of this Fenty foundation. Like, I literally have to open it up and like scrape any little bit that's left out of there. So I've been using my NYX a lot lately. That's why I was comparing it to that. And it's a matte foundation. I honestly feel like it's lightweight like the Fenty, but it gives me, and Fenty gives me like an amazing coverage too. I just feel like it's a lot more forgiving with the dryness than the NYX is. Like the NYX feels heavy, and it also feels like I have makeup on after wearing it quite a bit. Like I've worn it for a couple of months now, so I really like have my opinion, and I do like it. It just takes a lot more work to finesse so you don't look like dry. In my personal opinion, I'm definitely going to be picking this foundation up over the next one just because I like how it feels, I like the finish, I like how it looks, and I don't feel like I'm super hella cakey. Like I don't feel like I have 50 pounds of makeup on, and lately with that foundation, I've been feeling like that. Now I did go ahead and set this today. Yesterday I did not set it, and it lasts quite a while. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. I got in a little bit of a confrontation, and I was just crying a lot yesterday, so I didn't on top of the fact that some of the film got corrupted, I kind of just looked like a mess. But I have to say one thing. That foundation held up through my tears. Like when I got home, I was like, oh great, like I still need to film the last little check-in. And when I did film the check-in, and I wish I had the clip because it got messed up, I didn't have like water lines or anything crazy from the foundation from my tears. I know. But I was pleasantly surprised about that, so I was all in the mirror like, she's still slay. She's still slay though. So I was so happy about that. I definitely, definitely liking this foundation. I honestly thought I wasn't going to, just because, I don't know, I had heard so many different opinions. I was like, I'm gonna try it out for myself and see if I like it. It's $18. That's super affordable for a foundation, especially, I mean, the amount of product that comes here, it is 1 fluid ounce per usual for a foundation. So if you're comparing it to my favorite Fenty foundation, you are definitely going to be saving yourself some money on purchasing this one. And I think the finish is super beautiful, given it doesn't have the pleasant fragrance that the Fenty have. But I definitely feel like it gave me the coverage I'm looking for, and it came in so many different shades. Given the shades were a little sketchy, and the whole freaking setup was so raunchy and just messed up, and they didn't even have any concealers there or anything like that. Other than that, I think this foundation is really nice. I do want to try another shade. I was thinking about getting F3.90, or wait, F3, might have been F3.10. I was thinking about getting that foundation, and I ended up thinking it was a little bit too pink for me, especially when I compared it to the Too Faced foundation, so I ended up passing on that one. But I'm thinking about picking it up again and seeing how it looks. But right now, I'm really loving this. So yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comment box below, because I'm really interested to hear if you guys tried this foundation out, what your thoughts are on it, if you guys are going to try it out, what shade you're in, and all that good stuff. Especially if you're my shade, I'm curious to see if you picked up the same shade as me or another shade, and if so, let me know down in the comment box below, because like I said, I want to pick up another shade in this and see how it looks. So if you are my shade twin, let me know what you guys picked up. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with somebody who might find it useful, and I'll see all of you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to check out some of my other videos. Also, follow me on Instagram at IamSashaFierce411, where we can stay connected. Love ya!